Welcome back to my ongoing series about different locations in the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion and beyond. Today we're taking a look at Bravil. This city really showcases some of the stark differences between it and other cities in Cyrodiil, and I think it's great. So without further ado, here is a brief history. Bravil is a city in southern Cyrodiil, perched on a narrow peninsula where the Larcius River empties into the broadened Nibin Bay. Enclosed by misty marshlands and dense lowland forests, it sits in one of the most humid and damp regions of the province. Once a modestly important waypoint for river trade and travel, Bravil has since fallen into decline, now known more for its squalor and lawlessness than its strategic location. The cityscape reflects the poverty of its people. Bravil's buildings are primarily small, wooden structures worn down by weather, age, and neglect. Most homes are only one story high, and many have been crudely built atop one another in a makeshift attempt to conserve space. The result is a cluttered, uneven skyline crisscrossed by rickety stairways, narrow alleys, and leaning balconies. Only the Imperial City's waterfront rivals Bravil in its level of disrepair. Navigating the city requires crossing two wooden bridges that span the winding Larcius River, effectively dividing Bravil into disconnected quarters. The bridges serve as the city's main arteries, but their aged timbers and uneven paths contribute to a sense of instability mirrored in the city's overall layout. Bravil feels cobbled together out of necessity rather than design. Chaotic, improvised, and perpetually on the brink of collapse. This atmosphere of neglect extends well beyond its architecture. Bravil is infamous across Cyrodiil for being one of the filthiest and most crime-ridden cities in the province. Muddy streets, overcrowded homes, and the ever-present stench of the Larcius, used openly as a sewer, paint a grim picture. Petty crime is rampant, pickpockets, drunkards, and street fights are daily occurrences. Most concerning is the open trade in use of skooma. Skooma, being an illegal crystalline solid produced from moon sugar, it is highly addictive, and its imbibers pass through bouts of euphoria followed by protracted lethargy. The crystals are placed in a small dish and heated, then smoked through a special pipe. The vapor produced is bubbled through water in the pipe to cool it as it's inhaled. A functioning skooma den exists within the city walls, its presence barely hidden and largely ignored by local authorities. The drug's influence is visible in the erratic behavior and glazed expression of many of the city's residents. Bravil's law enforcement is ineffective at best. The guards often seemed indifferent, overwhelmed, or outright complicit in the city's corruption. Some suspect they've been bribed. Others believe they've simply given up. Whatever the truth, their absence from many of the disturbances only reinforces the city's reputation as a haven for criminals. Rumors persist that the city's ruler, Count Regulus Terentius, openly permits skooma use amongst the populace, turning a blind eye to the chaos so long as it does not directly challenge his authority. Count Terentius himself is a figure of derision across Cyrodiil. Once a famed tournament champion in his youth, he has since descended into drunkenness and disrepute. Viewed by his peers as a ne'er-do-well and a careless ruler, his leadership is widely seen as a key factor in Bravil's continued decline. Under his negligent rule, the city has become a sanctuary for the desperate, the destitute, and the dangerous. A place where ambition withers, crime festers, and survival often depends on one's ability to remain unnoticed. Yet, for all its failings, Bravil possesses a certain rugged character. It is a city of shadows and stories, of whispered deals and hidden corners, where fortunes are rarely made but legends sometimes are. Beneath the grime and desperation lies a raw, unpolished spirit, one shaped by hardship, sustained by grit, and steeped in the murky waters of the Nibin. So what do you think of Bravil? I love the dynamic of having a poorer city amongst wealthy ones. It adds a bit of realism to Oblivion that is unexpected, but helps with building a believable world. What's your favorite city in Oblivion? Let me know in the comments down below and we can discuss. Also, don't forget to check out my other brief history videos about Oblivion and Fallout 4. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.